Good morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker giving to you this week's Heavenly Guided Tarot Card reading from April the 13th through the 19th of 2025. So this week, I want you all to prepare for being surprised, totally surprised, by several opportunities that may show up. It all depends on whether you want to take them or not. So some of them might be a little bit devious, meaning, your credit card uh, company wants to offer you a new card, and it's more than your other cards have, except that what you're not seeing is the $95 a month, a year, what do you want to call it, annual fee. And that the interest rate is like 30 some odd percent. And you're like, heck no, do not even go there with that. You want something with no annual fee, and you want at least where the going rate of interest is going, and that's anywhere from 28% to 29%. Those are the cards that you should be going for. So be surprised by those. However, there'll be other ones. Somebody might find you interesting, and you might be out and about shopping or just looking through the bookstore or something, and they ask you out for coffee. That's another surprise, that somebody finds you intriguing after even a few moments of talking to you, and they ask you for coffee. So be those kind of surprises. Or somebody may have been watching you, say if you upload videos on YouTube, or you are on Twitter and you say something, and somebody automatically wants to meet you and see what you're all about. Those kind of surprises may happen to you. Now, on another aspect of it, we have the magician, we have the fool, and we have the world at the end. Three major arcana cards. So this is an auspicious week for all of us. So what I want to do is tell you to be on the lookout, but don't look for it. So I know that might be confusing, but something, you can feel it inside. Something good is going to happen to you, but you don't want to scroll on your email and oh, something hasn't happened yet. Or maybe on Twitter, you might go global, and you'll keep every day, and you're like, well, it hasn't changed, it hasn't changed. You don't look for it, but intuitively something good is going to happen for yourself. Okay, so our first card is the magician. Now, we've had this card before in our readings, and all the magician is going to show you this week is you have to ask your guardian angels for help. Now, they're around us all the time, but they like to be asked. They'll help you in situations that you may find yourself in, like if your car's stuck on the highway and they may all of a sudden a tow truck appears, those kind of things. But if you're looking for major things in your life, like your health, you want to improve your health, or you want all your bills to be paid off in one lump sum, you want to win the lottery, anything like that. So you have to ask your guardian angels for help. You want to be liberated from whatever is constantly harming you, or like people bullying you, or trying to tear you down, only because they don't want to acknowledge it, but they see something in you that they don't have, and that scares them. Okay, so they want to destroy you, or they want to bring you down to their level. But you must be aware that is what is going on. And your guardian angels, if you have a good rapport with them, and they always are there for you, you just have to ask. So they're going to help you understand that they are just envious and jealous. Now, you don't have to blurt that out, of course. You're just more understanding of, the people and where they are in their lives. And so if that happens, just know where they're at in their life, and then just nod and, go about your way or whatever. So don't let anybody stop you from becoming who you are meant to be, or manifesting the things that you want in your life. So you have to clear your energy. Okay, you have to learn to ground yourself and clear your energy, and so and then ask the angels. This is what I want. This is the amount of money I need in order to pay off my bills or be debt free. Can you please help me? Show me the way. I always say that in my prayers. Show me the way, God. Okay. Show me the way, angels. And I pay attention to the signs and synchronies along the way. Okay, so money might show up unexpectedly. Maybe if you have you send off. Oh, here's a point. You send off for your taxes and you're due a refund, but you know that sometimes those things either they never come back to you or you might get it later. But this week you may be surprised at how quickly you might get that income tax refund. Or people may have owed you money and they haven't paid it back. But this week you may get, surprisingly, a email on PayPal saying that somebody, and you recognize the name, and so has paid you this amount of money. So be grateful for that. And besides, Spirit wants you to spend your time wisely with being around people more wisely. Put up boundaries when you need to. And here's the thing where we're all becoming more clear about how fast the world is changing. You cannot go back to acting and being your old self. The world is changing. You have to change with it, be it negative or positive. You have to. I always take the middle road. I can see other points of view, but I have my own, and this rings more true to me. But I'm not going to brag about it. I'm not going to spill it out for the world to attack. I just keep it into myself. So just move forward one step at a time. Now, the second card is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. You can see this young lady holding on to her purse, trying to keep her money to herself and not spend at all. But you have to know that you have to align yourself with your soul's purpose if you want to live abundantly. You must also do the work to achieve that. So you might be wanting change and growth, and you want to persevere into these life lessons that you may or may not be going through. You cannot stay in the matrix. Everybody is stuck in the old way of thinking. You can no longer do that. You have to rise above all of the cynicism, the chaos, and people trying to keep you small. And just know that that's what they're trying to do. But inside, you are working on yourself. You're becoming stronger mentally, physically, and you are taking care of yourself. You are learning the art of self-love. And that means that you look in the mirror and you just tell yourself, I love you. You are good enough. You are special enough. You deserve all of the best things in life. You deserve that job that you always wanted, the car you've always wanted, the home you always wanted, that vacation, oh my God, to Europe, you've always wanted. So you have to learn self-love, okay? And don't try to keep yourself small. And careful with your money, but you have to spend money in order to make money. It's called tithing. You have to spend money on your bills. You have to spend money on food. You have to spend money on other things that you have to have in your daily life, and that's okay. But don't overspend, if you know what I mean. Your eyes glisten at that new purse that you want, but you can't afford it because it's like $600. And realistically, you don't really need it. You just want it. So you don't spend that money on that sort of item. Okay. The next card we have is the Six of Wands. See how her hands reach up to the sky in victory? So she is overcoming habits that she has been procrastinating on. She wants more out of life, but she knows she has to work on herself. She has to work from the inside out. Her thought processes. She asks Spirit to help yourself, let go of all of those intrusive thoughts that you have in your mind, or if somebody's trying to mind manipulate you into dating them when you know that person, he's not very good for you, or on the opposite side, that guy, that this woman is not good for you, and yet you keep on going back. You have to learn. You have to learn what's good for you, what Spirit wants for you in your whole life. So you are overcoming all of these strongholds on your past, and you've learned that it's their energy that they're trying to project on you. It's not yours. Okay, so you have to grow stronger by meditating and grounding yourself. You become a stronger version of yourself, and once you let go of the chains of other people wanting to attach to you, your body heals. Suddenly, your skin looks more livelier, or that old wound that you have on your leg or your arm that won't go away or heal, suddenly it starts to heal. And all that is somebody has attached themselves to your body, and they don't want to let go, and they only wish the most negative things to you. And that's why your skin looks drier than most, or that, like I said, that old wound on your leg or arm or whatever, wherever it is. They put that there. They didn't want you to be attractive to anybody else. They didn't want you to think positively about yourself. But you have learned that that's what they're doing. And so you're stronger. You've learned how to break the chains of other people's holds on you. You no longer think negative. You think so positive. You love yourself so much that you see the benefits of that. You're eating healthier, and you're not eating that sugar. And I know it tastes good. I'm done this myself. I love cookies. I love anything with sugar, but I don't. It's not good for me. It's not good for anybody, actually, because it actually, sugar is one of those causes of cancer. So the faster you delete that from your what do you want to call it, your diet or whatever, you'll see positive changes in your body. So you have to learn to not hoard your money, but be realistic on how you spend your money, okay? And the rest will take care of itself. Okay. The Fool is the next card. Fool is that, do I take the leap of faith? Do I put, or do I stay 1 foot steady on the ground and 1 foot steadily as you fall over a cliff and hope for the best? Okay. That's, that's the thing. And it's another thing. It's like, okay, do I take that step into that new adventure, that soul activation that I know is going to burst me out into the world as a leader, burst me out into the world as the next greatest actor or actress, if you will, or a marine biologist, or an aviator, or an astronaut. Have you noticed the females are really starting to get take over the scene on the astronauts, and I'm totally in for that. I think that's fantastic that little girls look up to the female astronauts. Little girls are looking up to marine biologists, scientists, doctors. This is what we should help promote, is our young people to becoming anything that they desire. They just have to put the work and into it, and while the parents pay for the education. Isn't that the way it goes? But that's okay. That's your job as a parent. If you're a parent or going to be a parent, start saving now. Get those little, the savings account at the bank for your children, where they take out the money and then you don't even see it. And before you know it, you've got thousands of dollars saved up. Of course, you have 18 years to do that, so that's cool. Okay? So you just need to, the Fool represents being optimistic, and it's okay to have so much potential. Before I go any further, don't deny this potential that you have inside you. The angels are guiding you every step of the way. So fear, Fear, don't let fear affect you. It's only false evidence appearing real. So this is the time to be the person you were meant to be on this earth. This is your time. You only get one time. Your soul's evolution is in this lifetime. So don't stop yourself. Be everything that you can be in this point of time. Now the next card we have is the Nine of Cups. That's a good card. Money, opportunities are going to flow into your life like a waterfall, okay? So you have these options coming to you in the coming days. So don't let any negative thoughts intrude you, or control you, and and on the other hand, don't let greed or revenge over somebody attacking you, and now that things are happening for you, you're going to take revenge. Don't do that. Just move forward your life. Know that the angels are protecting you and they're trying to help you. But when they see that you're doing things out of greed and manipulation, they'll take it away from you just as fast as you can count to 5. So remember, just let whatever, if somebody sees you as succeeding, just, and their comments are very rude or antagonizing, just let it roll off your back like a duck's back, That's that old saying I learned years ago as a kid. It was an old saying around in my family: just let it roll off your back like water off a duck's back, and everything will be fine. Just wait and see. That's what my parents used to say. Just wait and see. So success is yours, okay? So just take it one step at a time. And if you're keeping something that you know you shouldn't be telling or advertising to other people until it's finished, or it's completed and you copyright it or something, don't share that information with anybody. You keep on, working on your projects, working on your career, working on that education, okay? You don't have to brag about it or tell anybody about it. Just keep on working on that information, mostly education I see coming in. But some, like coding, that could take up years of your time just to learn coding. It's not the easiest thing to do, but if you take it slow and methodical, it'll all sink in, and all of a sudden it'll click, and then you become the best coder there ever is. Okay. So our next cup is the Ace of Cups. Now this woman knows that she is a major manifester, okay? And the reason why is because her heart has healed. All of those past hurts, all of those rude comments that your ex has told about you or gossip about you, they're not true. But you, at a time in your life, you didn't feel like you had the enough strength or the willpower to stand up to these people. But now you've taken time away from everybody. And you could have taken a month away or even a couple of years away from people, and you're much stronger. You've healed all those hurts and pains. And you started working on yourself. Your hair is thicker, longer, it looks shiny. Your teeth are whiter. You drink less coffee. Your eyes are brighter, you've taken the right vitamins, you're exercising, your body is looking like all get out, so you feel more comfortable. So you, on the other hand, instead of going backwards and saying, look at what you miss, you are attracting new friends, new potential lovers, new opportunities for business, new consulting services, those kind of things. And now they may want to get you back. That old person who used to harass you, treat you so miserably, now they see that you are glowing and they are not, and they want you back. And you know what your answer is? Hell no. Bye-bye, Regina. That's an old saying I saw one time or a couple of times on YouTube, and I thought that was so funny. Bye-bye, Regina. So anyway, the universe has your back at this time. They know that they don't want you to go back to that old person or that whatever. They have something new, a new person in mind. That new guy, he has a full head of hair. It's dark. He doesn't have a mustache, which mustaches, if you know, through any kind of what do you call it? Popularity, or people hiding behind mustaches, and they're hiding behind beards and all that, and that's all because, or they have tattoos over their face. It's only because inside they are hiding something that they don't want anybody to know about, and so you have nothing to hide. You've been there, done that. You've been through the pit of hell, and you brought yourself up. Okay, you are stronger. You are more grounded. You are just full of all of this intelligence that you've had before, but you are afraid to show it for people to judge you. Who cares anymore? If you're smart, I say show it. If you have a great hair, I say show it. You know, be who you are meant to be. The angels are watching your back, and they will not let anybody else hurt you. You're stronger. They helped you become stronger. They helped you to realize your own faults and heal them and change them. And now you are perfection. And our last card is the world. What a full completion. See the circle around her? It's a cycle that is complete. The world is welcoming you, okay? You may have just been through a 3 to 5 year cycle, okay? You listen to those who, who you want to heal from. It could be anyone on YouTube or even Twitter. If people are showing you how to heal or helping you to heal, pay attention. Some will resonate with you and some will not. You pick and choose. It is your life. So you know what helps you move forward and the kind of inspiration that you want to get from people. Okay? And you've learned many lessons. Now you want to live life on your terms like never before. You are free. Hallelujah, Jesus. You are free from all those chains that used to bind you to certain people, places, and things. You broke through. You've healed. Okay, you are stronger mentally and physically. So no more intrusive thoughts, okay, to control you. You've let those go. You can burn them into the violet flame. You no longer need anybody's intrusive thoughts trying to still control you or psychically, be a vampire and suck the life out of you energetically wise, because you put up those boundaries, okay? You know when they come in, you go, oh, that's not me. Cancel, clear, delete. Just say that repeatedly. Cancel, clear, delete. When you know you're getting all these weird thoughts and it's like, that's not me. Why would I think of that? So just keep on reminding yourself, cancel, clear, delete, okay? You've learned the value of money. You know what it's there for. Money helps you to have a roof over your head, a car, you have groceries, those, and you pay your bills, but it's not to be abused either, okay? Don't run up your credit card debt. Pay those down as soon as possible, but you are learning to become the best version that you can become in this lifetime. So you are now in a place where everything is peaceful. It's more peaceful now than it has been in 20 years, and it's kind of like surprising, like, wow, this is, you're not walking on eggs every day. You're not looking for the next bad thing to just hit you. You've learning to remember what being at peace feels like, and it's kind of a strange feeling, but just take it one day at a time, and pretty soon you'll realize, this is the life I wanted. This is the life I always wanted. And you know why? Because you healed yourself. You listened to those that were inspiring. They showed you how to heal. They showed you the positive verses to say and how to ground yourself. And now peace is yours, okay? You will be it's been like 20 years of this negativity, this thought patterns, the illnesses and all that. And you've healed from all of that. You are stronger. So if you like these videos, please subscribe and like. It means a great deal to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it keeps me going, really, truly. So until next time, this is 3333 Light Worker. God bless.